The car exploded!
Hey guys, welcome to the video, welcome to the channel. We're just going to do a quick review on this particular cooler. I thought I'd do a review on this cooler because it seems like it's going to be fairly capable, and I mean, when I bought this it was £29, which is what, like $37. So if this can cool that chip, then we're in for a winner. We'll get to see what sort of wattage it can pull, because that CPU's I've basically got it unlocked. It'll literally pull up to 320, 330 watts if I want to. So we'll get to see where this gets choked, what sort of wattage. So I can give you a guesstimate on that. We'll see what temps it does in Cinebench, and we will see how it gets on gaming with a 12900KS. In fact, that one. Shall we have a quick look, see what's in the box? Alright, okay guys, so in the box, got quite a nice box. Open here, got a nice bit of foam protection there. And then obviously we've got the box of, this is a box of all the attachments, all the fittings and stuff. I've actually got what I need prepped and ready. Just makes life a little easier. And we've got the springs. So you do have also attachments for AMD and a different fitments. I will double check if it's the same what it supports. AM4, AM5, Intel, LGA 1150, 1200, 1700, 2011 and 2066. So anything that's really current, to be honest, it supports it. And you're good on the AMD side as well. The cooler itself, you know, it's a good looking thing for what, 29 quid? For £29, British pounds, or like $37. That's a good looking cooler. We've got what, 10 heat pipes off the centre. It's 5 heat pipes. Yes, I know. All of you screaming at the screen. Yes, I know. It's 5 heat pipes. 5. They just go up both sides, please. I know. Sorry. You should be able to handle something. So that's the cooler. And then in here we have a big boy fan, right, the 14, yeah, the TLDX D14X8. So we've got a 14mm fan that goes in the middle, and then on the outside here we've got a 120mm fan that accompanies it. Yeah, TLC C12 Pro PWM. So that accompanies it, and that's pretty much it. You get a little installation guide, but it's all right. I've figured it out. So should we get this in the rig? Get this sat on top of that 12900KS and see if it can handle it. Yeah. Now, I've had to change the backplate for this, but sometimes, especially with Intel, you can get sort of lucky. Unfortunately, with this cooler, it's like a peg, whereas with the Arctic backplate that I was using before, it's the opposite. So I had to swap it out because the standoffs were a little bit different, and it's best practice, but sometimes you can get lucky. You know, if you had another cooler that had pegs instead, you'd probably be able to screw straight onto the back plate you've already got there. So it's kind of like chop and change. Now let me just get the rest of this hardware. We're going to have 2 bars that go across here for the cooler to attach to. These are just thumb screws, sort of negative nuts, basically, just like thumb screwed nuts. Right, so let me just finish getting that sorted. Okay, so that's the retention arms on. You only need to screw these down to like finger tight. As soon as they're on, they're at height. But remember to go across the bottom and across the top. Otherwise your cooler is going to be facing the wrong way. This way is going to be able to run straight to that exhaust. but otherwise it'd be like this way. But yeah, let's get the cooler on there. Oh, before the cooler, I am using ThermalRight thermal paste, so for that outer box experience, we're just going to put a fat line straight down the middle. It's not going to be on here for that. That should be plenty. Beautiful. We just put an envelope at the top there just in case there was some left. Beautiful. That should do. Now I'm stupid enough to have not checked to see if this was going to impede on the height of this case. But maybe it might not fit in the case with the side panel, but first things first, we need to take off the plastic. So anyone panics and like, oh, did you take the plastic off? Yes, you are proof that that happened right now.
Oh no!
Fair play, it grabs quite easy. Wasn't grabbing. Oh, it's grabbing now. So, with these two, I'm going to just go down one at a time, bit by bit, until they stop. Like, that's my suggestion. Try and be a bit even. Top then bottom, top then bottom, top then bottom. It does go for quite a while. I'm not gonna lie, it feels like you're just gonna turn forever and you're not doing anything. Oh, there we go. Right, so in. I don't know whether it's gonna close with the fan in there. The big fan, I don't know. But we are going to find out. Right, I need to get past this. You know, it's not quiet and is extremely close to that glass, but it does fit in here. It's like millimeter perfect, but it does fit in here. And like I said, it isn't quiet, but it's kind of that sort of whooshy tone, and I can be honest with you, I hear it when it starts up and I hear it when I turn the system off. Some of it is going to be the rest of the fans because they're all running pretty fast, but I push my fans anyway. I've got tinnitus, so I don't care about that kind of thing. Anyways, this is for this test anyway, because obviously we've got that to deal with, but that's coming soon. That's coming soon. We're going to build in that soon, guys. Okay, guys. I'm just going to run Cinnabon to see how this CPU gets on. This cooler gets on. I've had it in the system for a couple of days, so that make sure that all the paste is all nicely warmed in. I'm just trying to give it like your average user. I mean, I put on normal. I put on a pretty average out the box thermal paste application.
Oh no! Oh no! No!
And yeah, I just want to see how it gets on. So what I've done to give it a chance is in XTU here, I've locked off the power to 250 watts. Now this CPU will happily pull like 330 watts, no problem, to give it 5.2 gigahertz and 4 gigahertz all core all the time in this test. So I expect this to drop, but it's probably going to be more power constrained than anything else, especially with the controls that I've got on this particular motherboard, because I'm on a B660 at the minute. So it is what it is. But we're watching the temps really, like, because it's going to just pull to 250 watts and do what it does, and we'll see what the temps do, see how it handles it. I mean, this is an air cooler, and it's not like this 12900 KS is a cold chip, is it? She's spicy, right? Yeah, so I'll just run this multi-core, we'll see how it gets on. Scores are down, but that's because I'm capping the wattage at 250 watts. So like, oh, there we go. We just, as soon as it goes red, then it's the heat throttling it, you know. So we hit throttle there for a split second, but in general, I would say that this cooler is, because I mean, Cinebench is a really heavy test, you know. It's a heavy test, and so you know that we're not throttling the power. I'll put that there. You can see the package here. There's literally 250 constantly, so you know that we're not throttling the power. As soon as you see this power going down, that'll be the temperature throttling it. So it is handling 250 watts, so to speak. So I'm quite impressed. I mean, it's pretty, like, it's audible, right? It's definitely audible, but it's kind of that tone of, it's kind of that whooshy tone, where like you only hear it when it starts up, and then you hear it when it's gone. But you know, how many passes have we done on this test? We've done 6 passes, and we've not hit 100 degrees yet. So it's kind of handling 250 watts. But to be fair, I would say it's 220 watts in it to be in a comfortable position, like. But again, this cooler's £29, guys. $28.95 I think I paid for it. So I'm not unimpressed by this at all. Like I said, this is a heavy workload. So like, this ain't bad. It's pretty low scores for, but like I said, I'm not letting it pull what it wants to pull. It wants to pull 330, 320, 330 watts. It's only getting 250, so it's like, what do you want me to do about it? Because like, I've got no real, this B660 board is a bit crap when it comes to what I have access to. So I've just got to kind of rely on Intel, and I've got a little bit of a BIOS and a volt, and just got to rely on them. But after the build, in the case, we'll be good. Right, I'm going to stop this because I don't need it to run the 10 minutes. We've still not hit 100 degrees, so it is handling it, which is kind of impressive. The numbers here aren't impressive. The scores here isn't impressive, but the fact that it's just constantly pulling 250 watts and it hasn't hit 100 degrees yet, even on the Core Max. It's done 9 passes, basically. It's not bad. It's not bad. So I think we'll jump into some games, shall we? See how the temps get on in game, because let's be fair, most of us would be buying a cooler to throw on. Anyways, should we jump into some games? Nope. Oh, that's from down there. Okay. Right, so yeah, I've been playing for about half an hour. And it's doing alright, you know. CPU's definitely not slowing down. And I know Doom Eternal's an older game, but it does stress the CPU stuff. As you can see, we're like hovering in the high 70s, low 80s. Especially with all this going on. Oh my god. Someone die? No. Not like this. I've got all these extra lives. We're not here to test my gaming skills. Just glad to bring that out. We're here to test this CPU cooler. And you know what? It's not done too badly, you know. But you need to remember as well. This is £29, guys. That's like $38 or $37. That's not a lot to have to cool a 12900KS. This is not a cool chip under any circumstances. Holy crap, where did you come from? Okay. Now you die. Throwing your fucking heads at me, you little prick. Fuck it, all of you die. But how are you not dead yet? I don't know how it took that long for this guy to die, but like I say, this is playing really well. Temps on the game, pretty much. Like, we're maybe 10 degrees higher than I'd like to be, but it's not doing badly at all. I know what sort of temps that this thing like holds, so should we jump into some Call of Duty?
There we are. We got the green light. We're going to war zone. Grab your gear and shoot. We're up in 3. Rules of engagement are simple. Weapons free on all threats.
I'll see you on the other side.
Okay, guys. We're in Warzone now. We're just dropping in for about the 3rd time now, just so that I can properly stress this CPU cooler. I mean, both this game and Doom Eternal do stress the CPU quite a fair bit, get some heat into it. And then, you know what, guys? It's not doing badly. Like, it's still keeping it in that sort of like 70 to 90 range.
Eliminate all targets in the AO.
Oh, no, good job. I mean, it's all running all smooth and stuff, but the temps on it drop down when it's not doing anything. So, like, and everyone knows what queuing up in this game is like.
Gas is inbound.
breaking up into the 82s here.
Requesting closeout! Target mark!
Copy. Phoenix 3 on approach. You got a loadout drop inbound.
Fuck. Bastard. I got surprised then and just like lost track of where I was. I look like a fucking idiot.
Hey, I know money doesn't grow on trees, but it is covering the ground.
Fuck off. Okay guys. This is not my 4th or 5th drop in, I promise. It's not like I tried to film this a couple of times and died immediately. So if I die immediately on this one, it's the end run guys, it's the end run. I'm not having a good day on the map today. I'm hurting. This is more just to kind of like show you what the CPU temperatures are like, because I knew that this game was going to pull about 200 watts on the CPU. So and it's okay, you know. Like this chip is hot, so it kind of hits these numbers anyway. They're close to, like I said, I think it says about 10 or so, 10, 15 degrees behind like a good AIO.
Targets are up. Go take them down.
I'm shit, this guy's. The fuck? Right, anyways guys, obviously the temps on this are freaking wicked. I'm having an absolutely awful day on here and playing like an absolute fucking bot. So yeah, let's just get on to the outro, shall we? Hey, so in conclusion, sorry, this is the next morning. I would like to apologise for the gameplay from just before, because it was really hot here yesterday. I've had to have the windows shut because there was a load of police action going on outside. I was trying to keep the noise down. I was hurting. I had to get off and lie down straight away. So that's why we're in the morning. We're just got to work around these things, guys. Right, so Frost Commander 140 in black. Should you buy this thing? Well, I can't tell you to. It depends on your situation, doesn't it, basically? Would I recommend you get this cooler if you've got a 12900K or a 12900KS? No. Could you use this on it? Yes. I mean, it held its own with it. It didn't do badly at all. It's capable. Whether I think you should use it for that chip, no, I don't. Come on, she's a hot girl. But anything like 200 watts, 220 watts, I can't see you having any real problem with it, to be honest. Like I said, it held its own, kept it cool. And the thing is, like, right, if you're buying, there's a couple of scenarios where this cooler would come in super handy. I mean, firstly, you've built your system. You've been able to afford everything so far, but you wanna splash out on a nice AIO, or you want to work a water cooling loop into the system or whatever, and you need something for now, and you don't have a lot of money, but you've got £29, which is what, $37. This will do the job until you need it to. Like, I think the thing that really stands out for this cooler is that it's £29. The fact that it's under £30 and it kept up with a 12900 KS. It didn't fully hold its own against it, but it kept up to a point, to 250 watts anyway. So it's a difficult one, guys, because it's not a bad cooler. Yeah, it's audible, but I tend to have my fans on full blast anyway. I've got tinnitus, so that's not an issue for me. And it's that kind of whooshy fan sound that you only hear when you turn it on or you turn it off. You know, like once it's running, it's just kind of becomes the background noise and you're kind of okay with it. So, it's a good cooler, it's a decent cooler, it's very well built. I tried to give it its best shot. I gave it the most average application of thermal paste I could think of doing. I would normally have like literally spread the whole die and then added a dot just to alleviate any chance of any air bubbles. But you know what, guys? For £29 or $37, this is not a bad cooler at all. ThermalRight are doing you right with this one. You get enough thermal paste for a 1210 die, so, and that's one of the larger dies that you need to paste. So you get enough paste in the box for one application. So you'll get to use it straight out the box. It comes with all the mounting gear for a few different, you've got LGA 11, 1150, 1200, 1700, 21, 11, 2066. So there's no mention of the next socket, but I'm kind of getting the idea that the next socket is probably going to use the same offsets as 1700 and the same die height. So it would probably just use the same mountings. But you also get AM4 and AM5 in the box. You get the two fans. One of them's a 140. Now, I will say, as you seen earlier in the video, this does only just fit in that Focus 2 chassis. And that Focus 2 chassis is 21.5 or 8.5. 8.5 freedom inches. It does just fit in there. Just the question is this a decent budget cooler? Is it though? Yes it is. It is a decent budget cooler. It does a very good job of cooling. If you've got something like a 12600K or a 7800X 3D or something, this is going to sit on there and it's going to get the job done. Do you know what I mean? You could probably, it's got PWM fans, 4-pin PWM fans, and yeah. The thing is, with a cooler like this though, you can put whatever fans you want on. So if you're not getting any fan control on these, you could just put a couple of Noctuas or something on there, and away you go. The advantage to an air cooler is you get to decide whether it's RGB afterwards. Like, you don't need to buy one of these as an RGB version, because the only thing RGB on there is the fans. So with an air cooler, you just buy an air cooler and then you decide whether it's going to be RGB. Yeah guys, if you need a cooler and you've only got 29 quid, this is going to be able to cool pretty much anything you throw on top of it. I mean, it's 12900 KS, it's one of the hottest chips on the freaking market, certainly for heat. So yeah, you could do worse. You could definitely do worse than this ThermalRight Frost Commander 140 black. I don't think you need to mention that it's black. I think it just comes in black or white. I'm pretty sure it comes as an option in white. If it does, I'll leave a link. Anyways, I wanted to, the reason this is such a scruffy ending to this video is because I just wanted to get it done, because I want to build this, and I can't build this until I've done all the recording and stuff for that video, for this video, because it's in there and I need all the hardware out of there to put into here. So it's, I want to finish the video. Right, so I will see you guys in the next one, which is going to be building my dual rig in this sick case that I built. I love it. Right, I'll see you in the next one, guys. Like and subscribe, And 29 quid, you can't go wrong, guys. Can't go wrong. You could do a lot worse. So yeah, I'll see you in the next one for the build. Let's go.